Why do I have a cabinet full of plastic bottles? Why? Just why? What do I need all of these for? Welcome to my channel. So in today's video we are doing something that I really love to do. I am a get rid of junk person. The situation is not working for you, out of the window, into the trash, out of the door. That's the kind of person I am. I do not like to hold on to things. I do not enjoy it at all. So in today's video we are going to be decluttering my whole house. All of the rooms that need to be decluttered. The thing about this, I declutter quite often. I would say that I declutter as I go, because if something isn't good or if I see that something isn't useful, I just get rid of it, give it out immediately. But then, of course, I have a family, I have a large family, so we tend to accumulate things, you know, just a little bit, not too much, because like I said, I try as much as I can to declutter as often as I can as well. Decluttering really helps me feel lighter. It helps me go about my daily activities easier. It helps my space feel a lot more open and airy, and I just feel like I have good vibes coming in, because I'm not so attached to things that I don't have use for or things that occupy so much space. Now, the one thing that I like to do, and I've mentioned this several times before, is that I try to buy things that fit into my space. So for example, even if I have the opportunity to buy, let's just take for instance 2 bags of rice, and I can afford to buy 2 bags of rice, but I do not have the space for 2 bags of rice, I will not buy 2 bags of rice. Like, that's just how I live, and that's the reason why you won't find my space cluttered. Same thing I do when it comes to bags or shoes. Buy what your space can carry. Buy the things that you actually need. In today's time, there are so many ads, there's so much influence on why you need so many things, why you need this kitchen appliance, why you need this kind of clothes, why you need this kind of bag. And I get it, but you really have to have a lot of self-control to realize that you don't need as much, if you have to be honest with yourself. And even if you feel the need to buy, make sure that you're giving out some of the ones that you had before, or you're just letting them go and then bringing in new things. So another thing about decluttering for me that I would like to point out quickly before we really get into it is that with decluttering, you really have to learn how to be content. You really have to learn gratitude, deep gratitude, because if you don't, then there's no way you're going to get rid of a lot of things that you don't actually need. So there has to be a very deep sense of gratitude for the things that you have, and you have to be really able to appreciate the things that you have and the things that you can afford, for you to be able to let go of things that are just causing so much baggage in your life and in your home. So let's just start. So the very first place I'm starting with is this I don't know what you call this, but it was like the shelving area, and I just made this for my class plates. So all of the bowls I use to like store food in the freezer. It's very deep, so it takes quite a lot. A couple of things here really need to go, and I'm going to show you guys some things I really need to get rid of. These are some of the things that need to go, because I don't know why do I have this amount of plastic plates. Let me tell you guys, yeah, I'm all about quality, and I don't think keeping cheap bowls like this makes any sense for me. First of all, they are very light. So these are the places they sell usually when you go to buy food here in Nigeria. These are the places you get. So we buy food a lot of times. Sometimes when I'm done eating, I just throw them out with, like, you know, the leftover food or whatever. I just throw them out. But then the people in my house sometimes store them like this, and these are not kind of bowls I used to store my food in the freezer. Like I said, they are not very strong. They are very light bowls. They break very easily. They melt very easily as well. So there's no reason why I should have them in my house. Moving on to my store, I'm looking at my store and I can say that I'm very proud of myself. I do not have anything that I want to get rid of in this store. Now, one of the major reasons why is that I have very limited space in my store. I tend to get rid of things I don't need in my store, and I think I did that a couple of weeks ago or so. So looking at my store now, I don't have anything at all. There's nothing that I would say that needs to be gotten rid of. So this is the catch-all container that I have in here, and this just catches every single thing that doesn't have a place. Like, we have straws, I have like extra party pack bags that I got for the girls. I have scoring sponges. Okay, I've seen something I should actually get rid of. Okay, so I should have gotten rid of this. So I admit there are some things I can actually get rid of here. So I have my very old utensil holder when we moved in here, and I really didn't want to hang my spoons on the walls. I wanted to use a utensil holder, and then I found this, so I would be giving this away. It was really sentimental. I don't use a potato masher for anything. I kept it here because I thought that, you know, one day I might need a masher, maybe for bananas, but I end up using a fork for bananas, so why am I keeping it? They seem like they're a lot, but I keep these because when they take plastic spoons to school, just because sometimes they get missing, and I always have replacements, so that's very important for me. So I have so many different plastic spoons and forks, but I keep this because I always like to have a replacement. So when they come back, if it's missing, I just replace it. So this is another old cooler that we'll get rid of as well. To be honest, other things here are pretty useful to me. Okay, I've seen something that's not useful. So I have this, and this is like a sink. What's for, like, you just attach it to your tap. You attach this to your tap, and then you put like your sponges in here. So I've had this here for a while, and it's not something that I like to use any longer because it occupies too much of my sink space. My sink is not very big, so there's no reason why I'll go back to this, so I'm getting rid of this. It used to be really full. In fact, there was a time this container was so full that it wasn't closing, but I declutter it very, very often, and that's why you see it looking like this. Okay, so still on my kitchen, we are going over to the cabinet area, and I have a couple of things I'm ready to get rid of. So I have a lot of plates here that I have not used for years. I have this plate set that was given to me when I got married by people that stayed in the same lodge, so we call them lodge, but the same building that I stayed in when I was in uni, and they gave me a set of plates. I've never used them. I think maybe if we've used them, the last time we used them was maybe like 5 years ago or 4 years ago. I was going to get rid of this, but I think it's a cute glass, so I'm going to keep it. So I have mugs that I don't use here, and I'm just thinking, why do I have them? So I'm going to get rid of them, okay? This mug is a very ugly mug. I got this from like a wedding or something, and I don't like it. I don't like the way it looks, so this is going. I love this mug, even though it says 2020, so I'm just like, I shouldn't have bought a mug that had like the year written on it, because now we're in 2021 and then I have a 2020 mug. But I like the color, so I'm keeping it. Our next stop is to declutter their toys. They have a bunch of toys that they do not enjoy any longer. The toys don't bring them any more joy. The toys do not spark joy in their lives, and I can tell because they don't play with them as much. So it's something that we'll be wanting to do. We're just going to get rid of the toys that they don't really like any longer, or they had for so long, or the toys that are spoiled or broken. Do you like this?
No, that's already broken.
It's broken, right?
How about this?
How about SpongeBob?
Oh, SpongeBob is definitely same.
How about this?
Yes. Definitely.
What do you guys think about Legos? I think they are dead. You guys don't use them anymore. So I don't know if you can tell, but it's the next day. I could not do everything yesterday. I had such a busy day, so I just stopped where I stopped, and I'm back here wearing the same thing to continue. So I have a couple of places that I still want to declutter, so I'm just going to run through them very quickly. I also want to know, what do you do to your children's books at the end of a full school year? So the school year just ended and they have lots of books. I just discard them. I don't know if there's any other thing any other person does, because you cannot store books like that. There are always a lot. I'm also going to take you guys through to another room in my house where I store packs of stuff that I buy, like my camera pack, my lens, just cartons. I don't know why I've been keeping them. This is where I have been keeping cartons, and I do not have any idea why I have this. Like, it just started small, and then now this whole section is full of cartons of stuff. I'm going to bring them out, and I think the major reason why I actually do this is because sometimes I want to sell off some things, and I want to have the packs to sell them off with, because of course you get better prices when you sell stuff out with the packs. People know that you actually bought it brand new. So that's the reason why we have all of this. And I'm just saying, like, I even have my hard drive carton here. Why would I want to sell my hard drive? But anyway, we're going to bring all of this down. I was able to declutter my wardrobe, kept some clothes that I was going to give out. I also got rid of a lot of my underwear. I have old underwear that I have just been keeping, and they just really needed to go. Bras and pants, I was able to get rid of those, and the sports bras, some of them a little too snug, and you know, there's no need keeping all of that, so I've been able to discard some, give some out to people that I know that would need them. This was a lot easier for me to do because very often I declutter. There are a couple of places I would have decluttered this period, but I didn't bother doing that because I already did that before. But I'm so happy that I've been able to do this today. I feel so at ease, especially in my kitchen. I open my cabinets now and there's so much space, and mind you, I'm not thinking of filling up that space. I'm just happy that I have that space there, and I'll only fill it up with things that are necessary if need be. I hope this has somehow inspired you to declutter your house, to get rid of stuff. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.